Welcome. My name is Omar Christidis. I'm the founder and CEO of ArabNet. We're a leading platform for tech innovation and entrepreneurship in MENA, and a longtime partner of MEVP. And it's my privilege to be the host for today's 2021 MEVP Investor Conference, and I welcome you all. Middle East Venture Partners launched in 2010 as an early pioneer in the technology and investment industry. When they launched, I remember this very clearly, there were maybe 2-3 active VC funds in the entire region. Today, MEVP has grown across 6 offices in 5 countries, over $260 million in funds managed, and over 50 portfolio companies. Many of them brand names that we all recognize. Even before setting up MEVP a decade ago, Walid Hanna, the founder and CEO of MEVP, was an active angel investor and a huge supporter of the startup ecosystem. A supporter of ecosystem builders like ourselves, like Magnet, and many others who were really helping build this ecosystem from the ground up. I know that he supported us in the very, very first and earliest days of our existence. I know he's also a huge supporter and mentor for many of the entrepreneurs that he's invested in and that he hasn't. It's my privilege to welcome Walid Hanna to the stage to give the opening words for the event. Walid, welcome.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Most welcome. Thank you for traveling from Europe, GCC, Saudi, Kuwait, Bahrain, Lebanon, Egypt. Thank you all for being here today. Exciting times. Okay, this is not working. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Is anyone changing the slide, or is it me? All right. So first, would like to thank our LPs, our investors, our co-investors for trusting us and trusting us with their money. And we hope by the end of the day they'll understand that their money is safe with us and that we've been performing really, really well. Would like also to thank our team, the MEVP team, because this is all a teamwork, and we've been working really hard till 2 a.m. by the way to organize this event, but otherwise working really hard to with our portfolio companies who we thank very, very, very much as well. Thank you, our champions. Thank you, our founders and entrepreneurs who trusted us to share their baby with us. Thank you for your hard work as well. So that's it. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Yes, by the way, for those who are related to the US. Apparently it's Thanksgiving Day today, so we missed out on all our American friends. MEVP is 11 years old. We couldn't have a 10-year anniversary last year because of COVID. So we hope to have a yearly anniversary through similar events and celebrate entrepreneurship all together, celebrate the tech industry, celebrate those crazy high multiples, hopefully upon exit, that we're gonna be able to generate, celebrate our contribution to society and to the ecosystem in terms of equal opportunities, job creation, contributing to the economy, and hopefully to the climate and sustainability of this planet. So we've done good on ESG as well. We have a panel at the end of the day on ESG in particular, and we hope you're gonna enjoy the day till the end. Why is it exciting times? I'm pretty sure we all agree that the venture capital space and early stage technology investments have become the best asset class in terms of returns. Probably not in terms of risk, I give you that, but in terms of returns, the appetite we've seen from the investors community has been tremendous. This year, last year, Thanks to COVID, all of our portfolio companies have performed extremely well, and the investors have more and more appetite. The other thing is that there are 100 plus venture capital firms in the region now, all trying to grab a piece of that exciting space, and we understand why. So, ahlan wa sahlan. We like to collaborate. We like to co-invest. We prefer to lead our own investments and invite them to follow. But that's the way we like to do business. So this slide is about the past 30 years. As you can remember, pre-internet, before the 90s, we had amazing brands like IBM, Intel, Microsoft, and then came the browser and changed the world with the internet. But it was only about reading and writing and sending emails. Finally, the smartphone and social media, and this changed the world even better. This is what we call the Web 2.0, and the interaction and the marketplaces and the fintechs have been created at this decade. 2020 onward, this is, if you ask me, and that's my humble opinion, and future will tell if I'm right or not, this is the Web 3.0, and this is even much more exciting. And I really recommend that every one of you, if you didn't do that already, I know Tony has done that already. Yeah, you Tony. Invested in cryptocurrencies and NFTs, and you have to look at tokens and the blockchain technologies, decentralized business model. It's going to change the world. So it's happening. Of course, there's always a lag between what happens in the US, Silicon Valley, Europe, and finally the Middle East. But we're looking at these investment opportunities from now, personally trying out things, investing, and hopefully our new fund, maybe next year, the year after, would start investing in these. But we have to, all of us have to look at blockchain and decentralized ledger technologies. Right, that's an example, by the way, of what tokens can do. Not only for smart contracts, but for art, for games, for sports, for music. Can you imagine digital art selling for $69 million and this Bored Ape on the right-hand side selling for $3.4 million? Anyway, so that's the power of non-fungible tokens. Okay, Hamar is gonna talk more about the ecosystem and the evolution and how exciting the number of transactions, the amount of investments that's happening in this part of the world. But just, in one number, out of, in the last six years, we had $7.4 billion invested in technology companies in this part of the world. And 31% of that is inbound, meaning foreign investors coming into the region. The multiplier over the past 6 years is 4 times, and that's the CAGR growth. All right, so that's Benjamin Franklin on the $100 bill. We've been inspired by this, trying to do well by doing good. So we're going to show you how we did well, and we're going to show you how we did good as well, because we've been blessed by having, we've been focusing on returns, completely on returns, but at the same time, we've contributed to the ecosystem in an amazing way. Okay, since we didn't have an event in the past 2 years because of COVID, we figured we need to update you on our recent investments. So there are 9 of them on this sheet. They're just a sample. But all of these are amazing companies. I'm not going to read them for you because you can see them. And they're from Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, all over the Middle East. We really focused from Turkey to Pakistan, but our core markets are UAE, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. But we've been investing as far as Nigeria. So I guess, Verto is the Nigerian one. And we're on to becoming an emerging markets venture capital firm. That's the plan. Our traction has been amazing, superior, as the slide says. Look at those GMVs and transaction volumes. We are amazed, we're impressed by the traction of these champions. We thank them, by the way, they're all in this room. And we're very happy for our LPs, for the portfolio companies, and for ourselves, because hopefully we're going to make serious money out of carried interest. These companies are across several verticals. So mobility has been big, software as a service, health tech. Small companies like You Got a Gift are reaching $100 million in GMV this year. Fresha, $1 billion, and Rain has been tremendous. Rain is our crypto exchange. It's a big champion in Fund 3. And M&T Haaland will become a unicorn. The list is long, and smaller players like Share and The Cloud are hidden. Nobody hears about them yet, but I promise you they're going to be big very soon. Now, the testimony to all of that is that big brands from the US and everywhere else in Europe have been co-investing with us. So all of these amazing brands have invested in companies in which we are previously invested at much higher valuations. So exits are coming. So I'd like to reassure our Fund 2 and Fund 3 investors that exits are on the way. Of course, we've been a bit delayed by COVID, but the future looks extremely bright in terms of exits and returns. And as you all hear, multiples are increasing, which is great for Fund 2 and Fund 3 investors. We're gonna make serious money. Okay, we've done a few partial exits, but the big exits are gonna come next year. As you can see, the big winner in terms of exit is Fresha. It used to be called Chedwell. We've done 3 partial exits, but it's still growing, so we're gonna hold it even longer, from 67x down to 17. Rabih is gonna tell you about our first MENA technology company that has been merged with a SPAC that's listed on NASDAQ. So that's the first session, first panel. And our exit's going to be at 22x at the current pre-money valuation, but we hope that this is going to increase as the share price increases. Everybody talks about fintech. We've been investing in fintech for 7-8 years, and we've exited 2 fintech companies, Hyperpay and Treasury Express. So we're in the exit mode. That's how old we are. I mean, I look young, but I'm about to turn 50 years old. So we've been investing for a long period of time, and very happy to see that we've seen all those trends before everybody else. And 7x for Hyperpay, 4x for Treasury Express that exited to a NASDAQ-based technology company called Bottomline Technologies. Their ticker is ePay. Anyway, $500 million, we already have 3 companies worth that much. These are Fresha, M&T Haaland, and Rain. And at least 3 other companies on the way to becoming semi-unicorns. I call these Soonicorns because they're soon gonna be unicorns. And that's the dab of the unicorn with the MEVP logo on it. So our funds have performed really well. This is the audited net asset value based on last transactions from big brands, big institutions, valuing our funds at 4.3x. The 2015 fund is valued today at 3.5x. This is Fund 2. We haven't exited much out of this, but for now, that's what the multiplier on invested capital is, 3.5 times. The most recent fund is still at 2.7x because it's young. It's a 2018 vintage. This is Fund 3. I believe personally that we're going to beat the 4x in both Fund 2 and Fund 3. We're going to have more than 4 times our money on each of those funds. والخير لقدام, as we say. I believe Fund 4 will perform even better. So that's our team. We have an amazing team, as you can see. I hope you're going to meet them one by one. And we have two promotions. Hala and Riyadh have been promoted to partners. So now this firm has 5 partners. And Rabih will take the mic in a second, and Walid Mansour to talk about a couple of things. What else? Yeah. So we're not fundraising, okay? I heard a couple of people saying that we're fundraising. We're not fundraising. Our Fund 3 is not finished yet. We're really focused on it. But we have been discussing with a couple of potential anchor investors. One of them is the European Investment Bank, to anchor Fund 4 next year, sometimes maybe in Q1 or Q2 next year. So this is in our plans, and this would be after the end of the investment period of Fund 3. So the plan is eventually to launch a $150 million fund. So by the time we meet next year in Q4, hopefully the fund would have been already launched. And we're in discussion with another anchor investor as well, with a very large ticket, a European player as well. But that's it. We're not fundraising, but I thought, since we're here all together, I thought we could mention the fact that we should expect a fund that next year, not this year. All right, so doing good. Yeah, doing well by doing good. So these KPIs that we've been measuring for a long period of time are just great. I mean, I feel great just by seeing this. IRR is amazing, but this is amazing as well in terms of employment, job creation, gender equality with regards to the impact on society, edutech, health tech, fintech with financial inclusion. We've done great on these metrics. Look at those numbers. Economic growth as well, revenue generation throughout our portfolio companies, and some on climate sustainability, thanks to our mobility plays and our software as a service that optimizes delivery, last mile logistics. So I think we've done good on climate as well, and we're happy with that. Rabih, can I call you on stage? That's it for me. Thank you very much. Thanks. Thanks. I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Great audience. Just a couple of very quick slides about some partnerships that MEVP has led. In a way,
That's for you.
yeah, it's fine. No problem. Thank you, Walid. Inoway is the largest technology hub outside the US. It's responsible for half the top 10 technology companies out of China. As we move into Web 3.0, we need to expand our expertise. MEVP is partnering with Inoway to bring them to the region and to help bring in Chinese technology to the region. So as we expand our ESG focus and commitment, we have to build from the bottom up in the industry. We're partnering also with the MultiChoice Group. This is the largest media group out of South Africa. They've launched a fund called the MultiChoice Innovation Fund that will focus on investing in underrepresented minorities in technology in Africa, with a specific allocation to Black women technology entrepreneurs. So this is, again, a very important initiative, and you will see a lot of news about it, especially during the expo.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming here today on this special day, the MEVP Investors Day. I'm actually personally very excited that we're back into conference mode because it's been 2 years, and Saraha, it's good to see people again, be in the same room. And I hope all you'll enjoy the day today because we have some amazing speakers, lineups. We're going to discuss things in many sectors and digitization in that sector. So for those who've never met me, I think I must have met everybody. I'm MEVP's co-founder, partner, and board and IC member. And you may have heard, some of you, back in February, I changed my role in the company. I used to be CIO, but now today I'm more on the board and IC and partnership side, and I spend a significant amount of time with the team. And I've took a personal project with amazing people, more on the builder side. I'm excited to announce that a company that I've been part of called We Build Ventures will be focused on building key digital companies in key sectors in our economy. So happy to tell you more about that. But most importantly, what I wanted to say that thank you to the MEVP team, to my partners, co-founders, and family for this day. And I'm excited to continue the journey and more to come, inshallah, in the future. Please enjoy the day. I think we have some amazing keynotes. Feel free to ask questions. We love debates, and we'll see you all on the break. Thank you.